More news coming in at this point in time. Vijay is penning a 5-page letter on delimitation. TVK chief says delimitation must be done fairly. No state must face loss in parliament, is what Vijay has said. Tamil Nadu representation must remain strong. He said that no state should face a loss in parliamentary representation due to changes in constituency distribution. Instead of simply increasing the number of constituencies in the current 543-member parliament, alternate solutions such as technological advancements, better use of ballot representation and improved governance mechanisms should be explored. The focus should be on public welfare, industrial growth, quality education, sustainable development, rather than merely increasing the number of MPs, is what TVK chief has said. Sagai getting in more details on that story. Sagai, a significant statement there from the TVK chief talking about how no state whatsoever should be at a disadvantage, which is a concern of just so many parties, not just the TVK, isn't it? Sagai. Delimitation must be done fairly, says the TVK chief Vijay, talking about the fact that this isn't just about the number of MPs, but also the larger scheme of things. It's a 5-page letter that has now been penned by TVK chief Vijay, talking about the fact that the focus should be on public welfare, industrial growth, quality, education, sustainable development, rather than merely increasing the number of members of parliament, is what Vijay has said. Remember, there's a great concern among the southern states and southern political parties about the delimitation exercise, saying that the southern states should not be at a disadvantage. No state should face a loss, says Vijay and TVK chief. During the delimitation exercise, instead of simply increasing the number of constituencies in the current 543-member parliament, alternate solutions such as technological advancements, better use of ballot representation, improved governance should be explored. The focus should be on industrial growth, quality education and sustainable development, rather than just increasing the number of members of parliament, is what TVK chief Nectar Vijay has said. No state should be facing a loss, says Vijay. The Tamil Nadu representation must remain strong, says Vijay. The focus should be on public welfare, industrial growth, quality education and sustainable development. I'm going straight back to Pramod Madhav, getting in more details on that story. The TVK chief, they're voicing his sentiments and concerns like many other leaders and political parties from Tamil Nadu who've been extremely concerned about this whole exercise, isn't it, Pramod?
It absolutely is, Neha. In fact, the earlier meeting that Vijay conducted for his second party, second year's convening of his second year, TVK, he very clearly mentioned that this is a very serious situation and BJP and DMK cannot take it very lightly. In fact, he said that DMK and BJP are fighting like children over certain issues which has to be taken very seriously. And this comes at a moment where the Chief Minister has called for the all-party meeting, which is happening behind us. And this is where the Vijay, being a neta, a responsible neta, has issued this 5-page letter where he has raised concerns in support of Tamil Nadu, Neha.
Pramod getting in those details at this point in time. Pramod, if you could take us through the focus of, in fact, the letter which talks about how this shouldn't really just be about increasing the number of MPs in parliament or increasing the seats. There has to be more thought behind this exercise, isn't it?
It absolutely is, because what DMK claims is that so far is that if delimitation is being implemented as per population census, either there is a possibility that Tamil Nadu might lose 8 MPs and the number could come down to 31, or it can probably get a maximum of 11 MPs, by which 39 plus 11 MPs Tamil Nadu will get. However, states in the north, especially Uttar Pradesh and Bihar, it will get almost 6 folds of MPs more than Tamil Nadu. So what the DMK claims that this is a very serious situation where the representation of Tamil Nadu and other states from the south will be completely lost. And the Chief Minister M.K. Stalin says that this is because he claims that Tamil Nadu and other southern states are being punished for successfully implementing family planning. BJP still claims that the actual norms, the committee, nothing has been formed, and the southern states, especially Tamil Nadu, will not be harmed by delimitation. And BJP's state leader Annamalai is asking Chief Minister M.K. Stalin and others to be patient until the norms have been derived for this particular delimitation process.
All right. Pramod, be with us. I'm just going to come back to you. In fact, A. Saravanan of the DMK is with us. Mr. Saravanan, a concern that has been voiced by your party as well repeatedly. In fact, the DMK is rallying all parties for this particular cause. Here, the TVK chief also, penning a letter talking about the fact that the focus should not just be on increasing the number of seats in the parliament, but using technology for the betterment of people, doing many other things, and thinking this through is what is essential at this point in time.
No. See, the deadline is fast approaching. 2026 is when the population freeze will be ending as per the 84th Amendment of the Constitution. And knowing how the BJP functions, they will produce a surprise. We don't want to be surprised because it concerns the rights of the entire South India. We don't want to be the losers. BJP has a very devious intent. They want to, all aspects, we have seen how they act in a very sly and cunning way. They don't follow democratic norms. That is the reason why the Chief Minister wants to raise this pertinent issue, and it has been endorsed by all the other southern Chief Ministers. They agree that this is a Damocles sword hanging over the heads of the South Indian states, and therefore it has to be addressed. What we want is a concrete assurance from the Prime Minister, a written assurance from the Prime Minister. And we have also, a lot of other issues are also at stake, that it has to be frozen for the next 30 years, or if there is going to be an increase, the percentage, that is, we have right now 13.49% of the parliamentary votes, parliamentary seats vis-a-vis the total number of parliamentary seats. So that has to be maintained. The BJP is keeping quiet and saying, oh, we will do this, we will do that. Since when does BJP has credibility? They promised 15 lakhs and Amit Shah called it a jumla. They said they will provide 2 crore jobs, and they said selling pakoda is a job. They said they will double the farmers' income, which has not happened. All their promises will vanish in thin air. And no prudent person in our country will listen to a promise on thin air by a BJP leader. Their credibility is at an all-time low. So that is the reason why we want to rake up this issue and get assurances and ensure that we are not given a rough shot.
All right, I'm going to thank you, A. Saravanan, there joining in with your thoughts on that exercise of the government which has been proposed. The DMK, along with the other parties down south, are in fact concerned about this move. Clearly, Pramod thinking that there would be a disadvantage to the southern states, and that's the reason why statements like, people in southern India now should have more babies, our population should also go up, because there is no clarity from the government on what is the formula yet, if not population.
So one thing is very sure, like having more babies, could that be an actual solution for increasing MPs is something we have to ponder on. But the Chief Minister seems to be sarcastically using that particular line, claiming that earlier we used to say take your time and decide before having a baby, because the important aspect is that to give a proper place for the baby to grow. But however, right now, as per delimitation, if it is being implemented through census, we can't say that anymore. The situation has changed. So that way he's kind of creating a caution, a warning. Maybe it is sarcastic or what, but that doesn't seem to be the solution over here, because already Uttar Pradesh has a large population, so is Bihar, and right now even if Tamil Nadu is going to have this kind of war, how fair it will be, it's definitely not possible. So that's the reason this all-party meeting has been convened. But will it go to a kind of an effective solution is something we have to wait and watch, because even Vijay is claiming that shortage of MPs is not a problem here. It is a democratic issue in principle and not a principal democratic issue. Probably that is a line that needs to be studied more on this matter, Sneha.
The moment, Pramod Madhav tracking that big meeting also, which is underway in Chennai, which is being held by the DMK, around which there are many other political parties that have gathered to voice their concerns and then to chalk the strategy out as far as this big face-off between the southern states and the BJP-led central government on the delimitation exercise is concerned.